We did want to show you inside of the actual bar, but as you can tell, they have put a table here blocking our view. But what I can show you over here is the reconstructed glass that was on the door. My mic is picking up those pops you're hearing. According to that neighbor, that might be ammunition, bullets. More than 60 people are out here right now protesting this controversial bill, and many of them working here in the Putnam County School District getting docked today. In an emergency situation, the Upper Township Fire Department can drop you a life jacket as they pull you to safety. You know how when you go to a store, the policy is you break it, you buy it. Well, the name of the game here is you break it, you keep it. This has split up a little more since our last hit, and again, so $1 provides 7.5 meals. Update to this road here on US 60 between, ironically enough, Water Street all the way to the Big Bowen Highway. He just texted me. He says that Johnson was just released from the hospital. Cremines has been admitted for surgery on his hand. This was a high-speed chase that ended with one suspect dead and an officer being shot in the leg. And I'm going to step out of the way here. Say you have 4 employees and you use those PPP funds to pay 3 of them. That is 75% of your workforce. Is the general manager here at IHOP, Shannon Stewart. My producers were just saying, we're going to have 2 Shannons in a live shot. Absolutely we are. Shannon, how are you doing? If you hop on the Lawrence County Health Department's Facebook page, you'll see a lot of press releases, but you'll also see something a little different. Or you can take advantage of the drive-thru here at Highway 55 in Barbersville. However, no matter what way you choose to obtain your grub, restaurants are continuing to lose business. So where do we even start? Lots of conflicting information coming in late last night from Columbus. So I actually stayed up to try to talk to local election officials. You were actually at the protest last year at the state capitol. How is this this time around different? I can count at least 4 different spots from where firefighters are hitting the flames with water. The shirt has hit the fan here at Oops, I Shirt Myself. You can see why we pre-record in TV sometimes. I am in the middle of the boat ramp. We do see some debris washing up to the shore. It is very cold out here. Cause traffic to back up. This is to get off exit 11 here because the traffic is being diverted. The next mayor of Chesapeake will be decided by a flip of a coin. She picked up bags like these packed with canned goods to fill Cliff's closet. If I have any complaints, Jack and Mary Lee, the only complaint I have about this whole thing is that I didn't get a sticker that says that I voted. Just a short while ago, Huntington police provided us with an update on their investigation. Now, if there's any good news in this, is that no one was killed this morning. Now, we did want to show you inside of the actual bar, but as you can tell, they have put a table here blocking our view. But what I can show you over here is the reconstructed glass that was on the door that police reconstructed earlier. Now, that appears to be, of course, a bullet hole. Now, police tell me when they arrived on scene, at least 50 people were inside the bar.
It just seems like it's picking up again. We had a few here some time back, and then it seemed like it slacked off, but it's picking up again.
This in the wake of a shooting which began around 1:30 Wednesday morning. A frantic call to 911 of shots fired, with witnesses saying they heard 15 to 20 gunshots. Police found a chaotic scene, people screaming, others assisting victims, and still others rushing to leave the bar. Investigators say 7 people were transported to the hospital by ambulance and private vehicle as a New Year's Eve party turned violent. Police say a trail of blood was visible from the front entrance all the way to the back of the club. Shell casings were found outside the bar as well in a nearby parking lot. Huntington Interim Police Chief Ray Cornwell says their initial investigation has found the incident started inside the hookah bar and then continued outside of it. They also say the shootings seem to have been from a dispute between, in his words, quote, individuals, and was not a random act. Lifelong Huntington resident Andy Batista says he fears this may start being Huntington's new normal.
Well, it may be. I mean, I jokingly wear an orange shirt when I come to Huntington as a safety measure, like a safety orange, as a joke, but right now I think I mean it. It's a shame.
In a statement to 13 News, Mayor Steve Williams called the shooting unacceptable, adding, quote, "We are waiting for law enforcement investigators to provide more complete information about this incident before we determine the next steps."
I think Huntington needs more police. There is definitely not enough police officers.
No suspects have been identified yet, but the investigation is still underway. For now, they're reporting live here in Huntington. I'm Shannon Litton. Faye Thacker thought it was just another Wednesday.
I watched Survivor. I went to bed about 9:30.
Hours later, 13 News broke into programming to tell you about the threat of severe weather across our region.
Moving into Clarion, 70-mile-per-hour winds.
At 12:33, I heard the wind, and at 12:34, I was on the floor with my dresser on my back, up against the wall.
Her mobile home, which sat on State Route 124 in Vinton County, coming off its foundation during the storm.
I knew it would be bad, but I never thought this would happen.
70-mile-per-hour winds snapped trees and uprooted others. At the time this was happening, Thacker says she was in her bedroom on the corner of the house.
It's all gone. I mean, my house is destroyed. And I had just remodeled the whole inside.
Making matters worse, Thacker doesn't have insurance.
Well, that'll be something we'll have to address with the partners, you know, Ohio EMA and stuff, and see if there is anything out there to help assist in these kind of events.
But at the end of the day, Thacker says she feels lucky to be alive.
And that's the main thing. And I'm okay. And my dogs are okay, so I'll be okay.
In Vinton County, I'm Shannon Litton, 13 News, working for you. If you were to ask most people, they would agree they would not want to listen to this for more than 3 seconds. But it's the occasion that makes this noise an exception. 360 seconds worth of racket to celebrate a milestone achievement.
She's really going to be excited. She will be at a loss for words. She will probably blame me.
Sally Cannon is celebrating 50 years as secretary at St. Lawrence Elementary School in Ironton. But you do so much more than that.
Well, a little bit of something if they need it. Yeah, Band-Aids, do a lot of Band-Aids, a lot of temperatures.
There is no St. Lawrence without Sally. Sally is not only secretary, she's a person that helps all of the teachers. She gets everything we need prepared.
Some of the kids think she's the principal, but I don't know. She's just, she holds everything together.
So to celebrate the occasion, a drive-through parade took place Friday morning, which would have been the last day of school.
I was a student at the elementary school all the years when Sally was secretary. I've worked with her 2 different stints, and she is a very dear friend, and I wouldn't miss celebrating her for anything.
Of course, the parade, filled with students, current and past, caught her by surprise.
Oh, I didn't have a clue, not an absolute clue. I think I would have cleaned up a little bit better, maybe.
And even after 50 years of putting up with kids, both good and bad, like myself and photojournalist Chris Holtzaffel, of course he's the bad one, Sally says she wouldn't trade it for the world.
Maybe I'll be here another 50.
We hope you are. So I asked, did you ever think something with so much noise would bring you so much joy?
Absolutely not, but it was wonderful. I love each and every one of them.
In Ironton, I'm Shannon Litton, 13 News.
We love you, Sally!
Working for you.